Hi everyone. Welcome to today's current affairs quiz session. We Educate AR brings you a weekend current affairs quiz held every Saturday and Sunday for all aspirants. We've got 15 questions lined up for you. Each question will be read out. Listen carefully, think through the options, take a few seconds, and drop your answer in the chat. After each question, the correct answer will be revealed, along with a brief explanation, so you can quickly understand the concept. If you find the session helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your suggestions in the comments. Stay focused, stay active in the chat, and let's get started. Let's begin with the first question. Consider the following statements regarding LPG in India. India is the largest importer of LPG in the world. Around 1/3 of India's LPG imports come from Qatar. Gulf countries are preferred due to their ideal propane-butane mix. Which of the statements given above is correct? Take a few seconds and drop your answer in the chat. The correct answer is option A, 2 and 3 only. Here's the idea. India is not the largest importer of LPG, it is actually the second largest, so statement 1 is incorrect. Statement 2 is correct because a significant share, roughly 1/3 of LPG imports comes from Qatar. Statement 3 is also correct since Gulf countries are preferred due to their suitable propane-butane mix for Indian requirements. So, once statement 1 is eliminated, the correct answer is option A. Let's move ahead. With reference to maritime navigation in conflict zones, consider the following. Dark mode refers to switching off radar visibility of ships. It is used to reduce the chances of detection in high-risk areas. Which of the statements given above is correct? Take a moment and drop your answer in the chat. The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. In simple terms, dark mode means ships deliberately switch off tracking systems like AIS so they are not visible. This is done to avoid detection in conflict zones, piracy-prone areas, or other high-risk regions. So both statements are correct, making option C the right answer. Now take a look at this. Consider the following statements regarding NATO. NATO was established in 1949. Germany was one of the founding members of NATO. NATO takes decisions based on consensus among member states. Which of the statements given above is correct? Take a few seconds and share your answer. The correct answer is option A, 1 and 3 only. NATO was established in 1949, and it follows a consensus-based decision-making system where all members must agree. However, Germany was not a founding member and joined later in 1955. So statement 2 is incorrect, which leaves us with option A. Let's continue. Which of the following countries was not among the founding members of NATO? France, Italy, Germany, or Norway? Drop your answer in the chat. The correct answer is option C, Germany. Germany joined NATO later in 1955 due to post-World War II conditions and geopolitical factors. France, Italy, and Norway were all original founding members, so Germany is the correct answer here. Moving forward, consider the following statements regarding NATO members. Iceland is a NATO member but does not maintain a standing army. France has always fully integrated its nuclear policy under NATO command. Which of the statements given above is correct? Take a moment and share your answer. The correct answer is option A, 1 only. Iceland is indeed a NATO member, and it does not maintain a standing army, which is a unique feature. However, France has not fully integrated its nuclear policy under NATO and maintains an independent nuclear deterrent. So, statement 2 is incorrect, and only statement 1 is correct. Let's move into the next set. Consider the following statements regarding Ladakh. Ladakh became a union territory with legislature after the 2019 reorganization. Scheduled tribes constitute a majority of the population in Ladakh. Demand for inclusion under the 6th schedule is linked to protection of tribal identity and autonomy. Which of the statements given above is correct? Take a few seconds and drop your answer in the chat. The correct answer is option A, 2 and 3 only. Here's the key point. Ladakh is a union territory without a legislature after the 2019 reorganization. So statement 1 is incorrect. Statement 2 is correct because scheduled tribes form a majority of the population in Ladakh. Statement 3 is also correct since the demand for 6th schedule status is about protecting tribal identity, culture, and ensuring autonomy. So once statement 1 is eliminated, option A is the correct answer. Coming to the next one. Consider the following statements regarding Israel-Iran relations. Iran was among the first Muslim-majority countries to recognize Israel. Relations worsened significantly after the 1979 Iranian Revolution. Which of the statements given above is correct? Take a moment and share your answer. The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Iran was among the early countries to recognize Israel before 1979. After the Iranian Revolution in 1979, relations became hostile and have remained tense since then. So both statements are correct, making option C the right answer. Now take a look at this. Which of the following correctly describes Zionism? Take a few seconds and drop your answer in the chat. The correct answer is option C, a political movement advocating a Jewish homeland. Zionism refers to the movement that supported the creation of a Jewish homeland, which eventually led to the establishment of Israel. It is not a military alliance, not a religious reform movement in Islam, and not a United Nations peace initiative. So option C correctly describes Zionism. Let's continue. With reference to the United States Commission on International Religious Freedom, consider the following. It publishes an annual report on global religious freedom. It can recommend sanctions against countries or entities. It is a judicial body under the United Nations. Which of the statements given above is correct? Take a moment and drop your answer. The correct answer is option A, 1 and 2 only. This commission publishes annual reports on religious freedom and can recommend sanctions. However, it is not a United Nations body, it is a United States government commission. So statement 3 is incorrect, leaving option A as the correct answer. Moving ahead. Consider the following statements regarding the Economic Stabilization Fund. It is created to manage economic shocks and inflation. It is funded entirely through foreign aid. It aims to enhance fiscal stability. Which of the statements given above is correct? Take a few seconds and share your answer. The correct answer is option A, 1 and 3 only. An economic stabilization fund is designed to handle economic shocks, control volatility, and support fiscal stability. However, it is not funded entirely through foreign aid. It is usually supported by government revenues or surplus funds. So statement 2 is incorrect, and option A is the correct answer. Let's move into the final set. Consider the following statements regarding euthanasia in India. Active euthanasia is legally permitted in India. Passive euthanasia involves withdrawal of life support systems. Passive euthanasia has been allowed by the Supreme Court under certain conditions. Which of the statements given above is correct? Take a few seconds and drop your answer in the chat. The correct answer is option A, 2 and 3 only. Here's the key idea. Passive euthanasia means withdrawing or withholding life support systems, which makes statement 2 correct. It has also been allowed by the Supreme Court under specific guidelines, so statement 3 is correct. However, active euthanasia is not legally permitted in India, so statement 1 is incorrect. So once statement 1 is eliminated, option A is the correct answer. Coming to the next one. Consider the following statements regarding India, Pakistan, Afghanistan relations. Pakistan initially supported the Taliban movement in the 1990s. Afghanistan opposed Pakistan's entry into the United Nations. The Durand Line is a disputed border between Pakistan and Afghanistan. Which of the statements given above is correct? Take a moment and share your answer. The correct answer is option C, 1, 2, and 3. Pakistan did support the Taliban in the 1990s. Afghanistan opposed Pakistan's entry into the United Nations in 1947 over the Pashtunistan issue, and the Durand Line continues to be a disputed border between Pakistan and Afghanistan. So all three statements are correct, making option C the right answer. Let's continue. Consider the following statements regarding the Sharavati Pumped Storage Project. It is a hydroelectric project proposed in Karnataka. It is located in the Western Ghats region. It has no environmental concerns due to its renewable nature. Which of the statements given above is correct? Take a few seconds and drop your answer in the chat. The correct answer is option A, 1 and 2 only. This project is a hydroelectric project in Karnataka and is located in the Western Ghats, so statements 1 and 2 are correct. However, it does have environmental concerns such as habitat loss and potential landslide risks, so statement 3 is incorrect. That leaves us with option A. Now take a look at this. With reference to BRICS, consider the following statements. It originally included Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. BRICS Plus aims to expand cooperation among global South countries. Recent expansion includes countries like UAE, Egypt, and Iran. Which of the statements given above is correct? Take a moment and share your answer. The correct answer is option C, 1, 2, and 3. BRICS originally consisted of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. BRICS Plus is an initiative to expand cooperation among global South countries, and recent expansion has included countries like UAE, Egypt, and Iran. So all three statements are correct, making option C the correct answer. Final question. The decline in medical tourism in India due to West Asia conflict is mainly due to airspace closures, flight suspensions, and increased travel costs. Which of the statements given above is correct? Take a few seconds and drop your answer in the chat. The correct answer is option D, 1, 2, and 3. All these factors contribute to the decline in medical tourism. Airspace closures, flight suspensions, and increased travel costs disrupt connectivity and make travel more difficult. So all three statements are correct, making option D the most comprehensive answer. And that brings us to the end of today's quiz. Take a moment to calculate your score and see how you performed. Feel free to share your scores in the chat. Let's see how everyone did. Great effort. Keep practicing consistently and stay updated with current affairs. We'll be back with more sessions like this. See you in the next one.